Welcome into McCready and Siskey After Dark Part 3. My man Neal McCready live outside Wriglyville in some pub. Where are we located today?
No, I'm back in the city. I took the L back into the River North area, so I'm at Elephant and Castle on Wabash.
Let's go. All right. So since I've turned your punishment into a vacation for you, apparently I've gotten beaten on that. So let me tell me about what happened. All right, we had the show today. You were leaving. Tell me about on the way to Wrigley. What'd you do? What'd you go eat before you went to Wrigley?
I went to a place that I used to always go to when I came here called Osteria Via Stato. I got the grilled octopus salad for lunch.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, it's fantastic. And then I went out to Wrigley around 4:30 or so, and hung around at the ballpark. Ran into somebody who listens to the show, and then I went to Cubs Braves. Max Fried was fantastic. Had a perfect game through five. Braves were really good. Braves are really good. When you watch them in person, they pass the eye test fast. They're
That
they're a they're a legitimate contender.
that was the first. That was the first game they'd scored that many runs since like early April. So that was the first time they've hit in a long time. They haven't been hitting.
Well, they look good tonight. They look like a.
Sorry, would you mind turning it down a little? The phone.
I got to turn you way down, Tyler.
Oh, we get in trouble?
Yeah, that's what I told you. There's people around here. I got to be careful. I don't know that I can stay on here super long tonight in here. Why don't you want me to go back to the hotel?
Yeah, I'll get me and Chase will concoct some shit until you get to the hotel.
Okay, bye.
All right. Let me text he was gonna get in trouble. That's great. That's great. Oh. We'll Chase is gonna join us. We got him in. He said 90% he's in. Chase is gonna join us here in just a second. Um, Pocket Watch said no AirPods. So the AirPods don't. That was what got. Y'all remember the draft night show? John Summerall when he came in. The AirPods for whatever reason they don't want to work with a link and don't want to work with the phone, doing eCam and all that stuff. So we'll get Chase to join us here in a minute. And Neal's he's not far from the hotel. He'll go get his superior Wi-Fi. So but you know so we're at 87 mask. Neal's gonna give me an update when we get there. We have an update. He was going to the lady got mad at him for people just joining. The lady got mad at him for talking at the bar. I've never known that. You get mad. That's a drastic change. You go from can't get people to shut up at the bar to can't talk at a bar. That's a new one for me. Let's look at the chat. TV setup, Hayden. Yeah, so I did this when we moved in. That was kind of my deal. My kids were a little bit older, so they were mad at me, so I took their space. I made a little man cave. So we got some tubes on the wall in here. So I got hockey on. I got the SEC baseball tournament on. I got NBA on, and I got UFC on. So I got a little bit of everything on. Got my man Brock over here managing the chat. Brock, you want to say what's up to the peeps?
What's up?
So I don't have my eyes in as usual, so he can read for me. Let's see what else we got on the chat. You're supposed to be monitoring chat, Holmes.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
Well, I know what I wanted to check for all the peeps. The Lafayette and Van Cleve. Oh, they jumped out. This should be a ball game then, huh? Oh, they're still.
Top 7.
So,
Oh,
yeah, top of the 8th, extra innings. So Lafayette and Van Cleve are tied 7-7 in game 1 of the state championship series. Oh, here's my man right here. Hang on just a second.
did you see the NCAA settled? I saw someone said.
Check out my guy right here, man. How we
What's
living?
up, Sid?
So Neal got in. I don't know if you saw. I know you're setting up. Neal got in trouble at the bar.
For live streaming?
Yes. So he's having to run across. He's going back to the hotel real quick. So he'll join us in a minute. I said you talking about. I said you talking about. You talking about a freaking polar 180, man. We went from can't shut people up at the bar to getting in trouble for talking at the bar.
Siskey,
So
we are no longer in Alaska.
no,
We
we're
are out of
back.
Alaska. Yes, it is. It is. That is very true. All right, let's see.
The so he yeah, so he had to come back. I think he got 7 beers in to his 9 beer challenge, and I think he was going to do the other two at the bar. He's on that edge too, man. This one that was a missed opportunity right there. That lady, man, he got pissed too. He was on camera, but you could tell he was pissed. So
So what'd she say?
she was like, "Hey, can you keep it down, sir?"
In a bar?
Yeah, he was at a bar, a pub. I'll call it. In Alabama, we call pubs bars. So we're not fancy like that. We don't have pubs. We have bars.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
If you're from Alabama and you go to a pub in Alabama, you're not from Alabama. So
So
yeah,
last
he just
night
texted.
we got Vanderbilt to go quickly yesterday to start Ole Miss State on time, and then today it's Max Fried shutting down the Cubbies to get us here on time, Siskey.
Hey, that's what happens, man. You just gotta ask for it. Like I looked up, like I was watching the game, obviously, and I was thinking, like, I text you earlier. I was like, man, probably about 10. I was thinking, all right, 6:40, probably about 10 o'clock. Dude, that game got over in like right at like 2:10, 2:10, 2:15, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they were throwing Max Fried, and then of course the Braves decided to hit finally, so that was a good sign. So hey, look, even though he's on vacation, at least he got to see my Braves kick the shit out of
He did. Is,
out of the
is he going
Cubs.
to make tomorrow for a minute too?
I
Is he,
don't
is he going to
know.
get a little more
We got.
afternoon?
He's going to try if he can. He will try for sure because I mean that's his thing, right? But um, he was telling us that he had octopus, and right after he told me he had octopus, that's when we were just into the octopus discussion when we got shut down by the Chicago version of Karen. So she was a no fun police. She did not want to have fun tonight.
Probably had a mask on.
So
She
while
was
we're waiting on him to get back, like, okay, in hindsight, Siskey, because like here's the deal, like
I,
we're
let
all
me have.
admitting
I'm
that
here.
he's
I'm here. Let
no,
me
no, no.
have it.
I got the question. So in hindsight, we're aware that you have set up his dream vacation instead of anything to do with punishment. He gets to go into an isolated state, isolated area, nothing but nice people. He gets to do all the live stream. He gets to meet a Rustin boy, somebody who knows Kim Mulkey and hangs out with La Tech people. He gets his people right there, Siski. He gets all that. He gets back to Chicago. He gets to watch his Cubbies and get through Wriglyville and wax poetic on your Instagram feed about, hey, I hadn't been here since 19 and it's great to be home and all this stuff. You miscalculated. He'd want to get back home. Instead, Neal gets another free day in Chicago, all this stuff. In hindsight, where did we go wrong, Siski? What would we do different? If you could get a complete reset, how do we make this guy have pain? Because I think I have the answer, but I want to know your answer first.
I would probably have sent him for a true punishment. I would have to send him like a New Mexico, like so way out there that there was no way he could get back, or send him somewhere where he would have been completely uncomfortable in the environment that I sent him to, that he was going to spend time in. So that would
I
have
had a
been,
buddy a minute ago, and look, I get it's too close, but we got to find the one farther away, okay?
yeah,
But for the 24 hours deal, I had a buddy text me and go, "Why did we not send this cat to Branson or Dollywood?
yeah,
Redneck Haven all around him. Just make him go Dixie Stampede, Siskey. He had to go to the Dixie Stampede.
yeah,
That
yeah,
that was our era. We worried too much about
yeah,
the travel instead of the location.
yeah.
We
I
were all in
was,
on the
yeah.
journey. It was about the location.
I was way, way, way in on the logistics of the travel more than I was. He's fucking happy as a lark. Now, with all that being said, his ass is about to get on a fucking train now, and he's about to ride, or he's about to ride. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm sure he'll
I
find a
mean,
way to bust
I
my
mean,
ass on
San
that too.
Fran was always an option. I get that, but
Are you monitoring the chat over there, Holmes? I got this. You see how kids do you right here? So I
You
got.
got a producer now?
Yeah, I got. I'm high
Looking up
tech,
how
baby.
long
High
it said
tech right
it
now.
was,
Okay.
how long the train ride
All
was. 10
right.
hours, 22
Oh,
minutes.
he's doing research. He bust me up. He said he was doing research on train rides.
It's a 10-hour and 22-minute train ride from Chicago to Memphis.
So he's going to Chicago. He announced today he's going to Chicago to Memphis, and then he's going to ride the Greyhound from Memphis to Tupelo.
Yeah, the biggest error as said in the stream was even giving him Chicago as any sort of option. That had to be a city that was off limits.
Yeah, somebody had a
You put
good.
the end of the rainbow right there for
Yeah,
him.
somebody had a good idea that I probably should have had the rules a little bit for. Like you can't go to the same city twice. So I should have flown him through Chicago and made him lay over.
Oh,
And then that was a great idea. But I'm a rookie, man. It's the first time through. Hey, look, we're gonna go back. We're gonna watch film, and we're gonna get better from this. And I promise to all the listeners, I will not make this mistake again. I will be better, and we will not lose again. We're gonna win this thing.
Has to hold up a free hug sign in Tupelo.
I mean, Zach in the stream does say he's taking the train from Chicago to Memphis, and it's quote atrocious. So you do still. I mean,
I got
you're
hope.
clinging to you're clinging to the one last 30-second drive to go 88 yards. But hey, you get the ball.
Yeah, I got the ball. You know what happens now. Here's my plan. And see, Neal's not going to go back and rewatch this. Okay, so unless he's in the stream right now. So if he's in the stream, we're in trouble. But he won't go
He's
back and
not.
rewatch this. All right, he texted me to go. He says he's on his way back to the hotel, almost there. So what I want to do, because we got enough crazy people that listen to this show, we need to have the most obnoxious welcome party for him in Tupelo when he gets back on Friday. And every single person needs to go up and give him a hug and make him as uncomfortable as humanly possible.
A hug line
A
at the
hug
exit.
line, yeah, a hug line. Like like instead of like as you're coming out of the football tunnel, we got or you're doing the fumble drill. We got guys lined up in the parking lot. It's some gas station, by the way. It's not. I don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere gas station in Tupelo. It's not even a bus station. And I've had the name of it, but we'll get everybody there and just have a hug line.
How
Brothers or
long is
something.
his layover in Memphis after the
I
train?
think I looked at it right after the show today. I think he gets there at like 6:30 or 5 or 6:30 in the morning, and then the bus leaves. He's got like an hour or two layover in the morning before he
So
goes. He's got to get.
is the
He does
bus
have to get.
stop
I don't know. He's got to find a way to get to the bus stop. He's got to find a
is
way
it,
to get to the train station, the bus. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny if we
I
can
mean,
figure out how
people in
he's
the
gonna get.
stream, is it pretty close together? Because isn't the Greyhound station out by like the arcade restaurant or whatever?
No
Guys in the
idea.
stream, I know I'm not talking.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I know I'm not talking to Siskey. I,
Get,
I,
get,
I, isn't that where it's at?
get Johnny to surprise him at the bus station.
Yeah, Johnny. It's like Amazing Race. We can treat it like Amazing Race. We can bring
Hey,
Johnny
Eric
and
might have. I
Justin
mean,
to the finish
Eric
line.
might have paid to fly Johnny in to greet Neal at the airport.
Hey, it's like the Amazing Race. You bring Johnny and Justin in, and
Yeah.
he see him at the finish. Oh my goodness, that's great.
Hire the Tupelo High School marching band to play for him.
Yeah, it's we hire the Tupelo marching band to meet him. That'd be great. We got to make this highly uncomfortable for him at the end.
Because
I got to fix this already.
the bus portion of this is not long enough to matter.
No, yeah, I got easy off that one because that was the one that he was going to be smelling like cigarettes and assholes when he got off. I mean, just straight ass and Marlboro Reds. That's what he would have smelled like when he got off the bus.
Johnny's not allowed to go back south of
Yeah,
Alaska.
somebody in chat said Johnny's not allowed out of Alaska. He's probably got warrants. I
All
imagine.
right, PC Rebel says Amtrak station's by Arcade, which is what I thought. Greyhound is east of Redbird Stadium, about a mile and a half.
Okay, okay.
So he can Uber over.
He sure the hell won't walk.
No, hell no.
Get signs to say
Hey,
welcome.
regular size Ben in the stream says he can show up in Tupelo for real. So we got one volunteer
We
right
got
there.
one volunteer. Dude, I'm not joking. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I want every single human being that can possibly make this thing uncomfortable to could come up, welcome him, and give him a full fledged hug. Like it's got to be like the real awkward one, like Justin gave Neal last night. Dude, that was so fun. Neal was so uncomfortable. I've never seen Neal more uncomfortable when that grown ass man went and hugged him. That was great.
get signs that say "Welcome home from prison."
Yeah, welcome home from prison, welcome home from rehab. We can put up some signs and be some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is if you say you're welcome home from prison or welcome home from rehab at the Greyhound station, there'll probably be several people walk up to you getting off the bus.
That's going to draw attention.
Yeah.
Might.
Yeah. So how's your day? How's your last 24 hours been there, Chase?
I'm good. I'm fine. Well, you know what's funny about that, Sisk, is as everybody knows, and look, I can't catch a bit of hell for this. I made
Uh,
completely the right decision.
all right,
I
hang
said
on,
they have
hang
to
on.
win on. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
gotta figure this out. All right, here we
What are you
go.
doing?
I gotta figure out how to add my man here.
Oh,
Look at this producing skills right here. I got 3 on. Hang on,
are you in? You okay?
how we doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
That was great, man. You had the Karen got after you there for a second.
Well, there was just people in there. I was trying to keep you down low where no one could hear you, but it didn't work. And there were people nearby that were trying to eat dinner, so I kind of knew I was going to get kicked out.
Did you have your AirPods on you?
No, and they don't really work with this for some reason, but it wouldn't have mattered because they would have heard me talking, and I was being too loud.
All right, so what? All right, so we were.
And I was trying to keep it really quiet.
We were right in the middle of we had octopus, and I was so intrigued because I've never had octopus before. Tell me about octopus.
It's a fish that lives in the ocean. No, it's good. It's one of my favorite. It's actually one of my favorite things is
Siskey.
like calamari
Yeah, no,
and octopus.
yes.
I love grilled octopus. It's fantastic.
All right, so
I bet Chase you like it, don't you?
Yeah, it's fantastic. No, it's absolutely one of my favorite seafood things.
Like, where the hell do
great.
y'all eat?
One of my absolute favorites.
I know you're in Chicago, so I get it 'cause you're like where good food is. Where in the hell around here do we get grilled octopus?
Yeah, you're probably not going to go
You
downtown and grab it anywhere near, but you know.
No, you can get it. You can usually get like a seafood medley sort of thing, like at a fresh market or a Trader Joe's in Memphis or something, and then you can grill it, or you put like on a cast iron. You don't cook it super long. Usually it's really good with like a lemon vinaigrette, like olive oil and lemon, just a little salt and pepper. It's real good on. It's very versatile. It's great on pasta. It's great by itself on like lettuce. It's literally one of my very favorite things. And there's a couple places here in Chicago that do it that are terrific with it. So whenever I come here, I always get it.
Well, yeah, Nathan, you get it from me. But the Bonefish and Hoover had an excellent octopus. It was fantastic. I mean,
not gonna get any this year, Chase. Let's go, Neal.
I don't think they've ever served it at Bonefish.
All right, I'm on a mission. I don't. Whenever we go to the beach or where we're doing, I'm going to find somewhere. The first place I find, I'm actually intrigued. I would like to try some grilled octopus. I'll give it a review. We'll see where it's at. You've had it before?
Yeah.
When the hell have you had it?
When we had Disney, they had it.
They ain't got grilled octopus at fucking Disney.
Swear, you can ask Mom. We had it. I swear.
Disney World has great restaurants if you go to the right ones. Yeah, no, 100%.
I was paying.
Yeah,
he wasn't at those restaurants.
I swear.
Yeah, Disney would absolutely have that.
Yeah, I know what restaurants you went to. Like I was picking up. The check.
I think Topolino's in Disney has it. I think I've actually had it at Topolino's.
All right. Well, I had to check. I had to check with the wife on that. He said check with mom, so that usually means that he's right when he says check. When he goes to the check with mom, that means that's his way of telling me I'm right, you're wrong. So, all right. So
Mac Attack says the Sardis octopus is the best.
So Neal, I just want to let you know that your signal is very clear right now. Or do you have the?
It's the greatest. It's the best signal ever. Some people say. In fact, most people say it's the best signal. In fact, most people say there's never been a better signal.
It'll be some of the best wine.
It's really one of the best signals in history.
All right, here we go. We got a super
Oh,
chat from Brandon again. Brandon, you've been awesome on this trip. Brandon's almost paid for our entire trip on super chats. Brandon, you've been the best. He said Neal needs some of the best wine ever made. Some say it's the best, but I think it's the best, and we'll make it even better. So we need to get you in the mini bar, man. You're too short, right?
Bro,
You're too short of the nine,
you're
right?
the you're.
How much money you
No,
got
I had
left?
one just then.
Okay,
I've
so you're one
spent
short.
quite a. I've had eight. I've had spent quite a bit of money on beer today. Quite a bit, more than I intended to.
Well, I was sending the videos to Chase that you're doing for the video or whatever. I told Chase, I was like, man, I got those three pretty quick, man. I was like, you were on pace for like an 18 pack by the sixth inning. You were killing them there for a minute.
Yeah,
You
I
sent me three texts within like 20 minutes. You drank three 16-ounce beers in like 20 minutes.
is that right? How about that? I'm
Yeah,
looking
you're
for
on
my
fire.
counter, by the way.
All right. Oh, hey, Chase, you get to be a part of the count. Here we go. We got a count update. Got a mass count update. Which, by the way, is hilarious because I finally finished the spreadsheet for all the entries. It took me forever. We had some people that came in at like 7. I'm like, that was going quick.
Yeah,
Oddly
no.
enough, do you know what the most popular answer we had? I mean, I'm talking about probably had like 10 entries with the same guess. Do you know what the guess would be?
100.
27.
27.
Really?
27. Yeah,
We
I'm with you. Why?
blew past
Why?
that.
Yeah, well, you didn't make it out of lunch though day for that. All right, we got two more super chats from Memphis Rebel. He says, hopping in late. Who won the Cubs game? Hey, Neal, who won the Cubs game?
The Braves won. They were terrific. I think the final was 9-2.
Oh, I didn't
Braves looked
watch it. I
like
was
a
just checking.
Braves looked like a Braves looked like a championship team. No joke. They were that lineup is really really good, and Freed was fantastic. I mean, I had I had a really good seat where you could really see the movement and stuff, and his changeup was elite, man. I mean, hey, listen, Justin Steele was pretty good for the Cubs, but Freed was terrific. I mean, he had elite stuff. I mean, Chase and I always talk about this. I mean, I know we're being silly, but I'll be serious for a minute. You don't get to wear a major league uniform and step up to the plate carrying a bat in a major league game without being a really skilled baseball player. And most of the guys that play offensively, that are position players, are paid for their ability to hit. And those are elite hitters. And when you see those guys so off balance and so out of whack, um, there's a temptation to go, oh, they suck. They're slow. No, no. You got to give the credit to the pitcher. The pitcher was, I mean, Freed was masterful with his location, with his change of pace. Um, when you stay ahead in the count and you get those guys so off balance at 1-2, 0-2, it's really remarkable. I mean, it was artistic to watch the way that he worked. And Steele was really good too. I mean, he gave up the walk and the base hit and then the home run. But other than that, I mean, he was really good through 6 innings as well. So it's fun to watch elite major league pitchers pitch, and both of those
Did, we-
guys are kind of
did,
all star caliber guys.
did we catch that? He started off with, "Hey, I had pretty good seats." I was able to
Yeah,
catch
so
that.
yeah, I called it.
He's
I
literally
called it.
right behind the damn dugout is where he was here tonight for
Yeah, I had pretty good
this
seats. Like you
punishment.
couldn't
This punishment that Siskey has going for McCready over here,
just freaking
just
killing
digging the
me, man.
knife in.
I mean,
You know, I mean,
he couldn't go to the Cubs
I
game
went
and sit like an
shopping.
upper deck. He had to go sit right behind the freaking
I
dugout.
went,
Like he could have reached out and like
you
shook
know,
hands.
I did talk to Craig Counsell. When you just when you when you just need one seat, it's a totally different market. Look, it is what it is. I mean, things you know, I mean that seat was available, and so I purchased it.
All right, we had another super chat from W. Appreciate you, brother. You've been great this trip as well. He said, MPW is coming, boys. Talking season is approaching. Let's roll. Hey, but here's the thing. What you don't know, Chase, is the name of MPW Digital is having a change. It's going to be MM PW. It's gonna be
Okay.
PW from McCready Mask Parham and right. Gotta add the mask to it. All right, Neal. Hang on. Are you ready?
Yep.
The new updated mask count is
109.
109.
109.
109. 109 is the new mask count.
109 masks.
So that
So
put
let me
us.
tell you about this one guy. Let me tell you about this one guy. I was on the L this afternoon. I was going from, I got on the red line at Grand to go north to Addison. And when I got on, this guy he was standing in the L because there weren't any seats available. I was standing as well. And he's talking to this blonde-headed girl. And they're they're kind of having an animated, sort of almost flirty conversation. And at one point, she finally asked him, she goes, "So what are you going to do tonight? Hang out with the wife?" And I was like, "Whoa, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, gonna hang out with the wife or whatever." And he said something about where they live, and she goes, "Well, I know where you live." And he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, you know where I live." And I was like, really intrigued. But then she gets off a couple of L stops after that, and leaves. And once she left, he went and sat down, and then he put his mask on. And I wanted to go, so wait a minute. Well, hold up. You didn't need the mask when you're talking to the girl on the exact same train that you're on right now. But as soon as she left, you felt the need to put your mask on. And then he gets off it. He sits down and pulls out a book, and he starts reading a book with this mask on, and he's got his glasses down on the tip of his nose. And I had 1,000 questions, but then he gets off. He gets off at Belmont, which is like kind of the really kind of hip area of like North Chicago. So I'm sure that as he walked away with this mask on, I just said, "You're so brave," and yeah, I didn't understand. I mean, like there were people on the train who had the mask on the whole time. So I'm like, at least you're all in on this, but you can't be like part of the way in on the mask. And then the other people with the mask, if you put the mask around your chin like a chin strap, I mean, like what? What is that? Are you afraid that your jaw is going to get COVID? I I, I mean, what are you doing? I respect the people that put the mask on and it's on, and by God, that's it. It's not ever going away. Okay, power to you. Maybe at the end of the day, you'll be right. But if you wear the mask, if you don't wear the mask for several L stops and then you put the mask on in the exact same train, who are you kidding? So that when you leave, when you get off the train, people will see you and being all your virtue with your mask on. I want to go, dude didn't have his mask on for like 10 minutes.
Just hold up. Hey, so where is our
The,
interview with this guy? That's what I got. Where is the where we got to this
Oh,
is the guy we got to interview.
he would have said that he was triggered. There's no question he would have sued me for
the,
harassment.
the guys, the misstep here was Siskey should have had a bunch of little gold coins made before this trip. And every time Neal saw a mask guy, he had to go up and hand him one, and the coin said, "Thank you for protecting me."
That would have been
On the
awesome.
coin, and he had to go up and just
That
hand
would
them
have been
over.
Hey,
fantastic.
all you
As,
guys got
That
great
guy,
fucking.
that
Hey,
guy.
all you guys got all these great fucking ideas when he's on the trip. Nobody said shit to me in the last 6 months when y'all knew he was going on this trip. Nobody said anything to me. I literally was like, "Hey, would anybody like to help me plan this trip?" Crickets, crickets. Nobody's even talking to me. Nobody's even saying, "Hey, you know, it'd be a good idea. You should send him here. Hey, you know, it'd be a good idea. Hey, don't send him there because hey, you should do this." No, that's like I love him to death. He's my favorite. But like Chris Lee. So Chris Lee, I literally dropped Neal off at the airport, and he sees it. Like he watches the show. He knows what's going on. I have dropped him off at the airport, and he's like, "Hey, you should call the Chamber of Commerce." I'm like, "That's a great idea." Like he's on his way right now, though. Hey, you should call the news stations. Hey, where were all you guys when I was trying to plan this?
I told Siskey, Neal, that we worried, or he worried so much about the travel part of this. He had to make the 24 hours uncomfortable. We really missed an opportunity to send you to the Dixie Stampede in Gatlinburg. You could have gone and ate the Cornish hen with your hands and drank the potato soup
Oh,
and cheered for the
yeah.
Confederacy and the whole deal. It would have been a blast.
Oh, wow. 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 That would have sucked.
I may have
This has
something
been
up my
really
sleeve
bad.
though.
Don't get me wrong. This has been awful, but that would have sucked.
All right. All right, we got a couple super chats we got to cover real quick. So, PTG Brandon come back again. He says he will do $10 chats for every glass of the greatest wine in the world that Neal drinks tonight on the show.
I mean, I can go open it, but
How much?
it's probably like 200.
Hey, go check the price on that old greatest wine in the world. See
What is the
All right.
price on
yeah,
that bottle of wine?
let's determine how let's do a little business. Hey, since it's all about business around here in the last couple of days, Chase. Hey, let's do some business decisions.
Yeah.
You want to do some business decisions, Chase?
Yeah, let's check some spreadsheets real quick.
Let's do some- let me pull.
Let's
Hey,
do that.
I got Excel right here, man. I got numbers everywhere. We can roll with this. All right, and while he's doing this, Memphis Rebel came back in. Appreciate you, Memphis Rebel. He says, "Are they trying to hide their quadruple? What's it say?
Chins.
Their quadruple chins? Probably. Yes, probably. So I'm speaking of quadruple chins, Chase. They made me paranoid, so I had to go on a little diet, man. So I'm a week into the carb diet. I've dropped 13 pounds, Holmes, just eating straight meat.
You're doing carnivore?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
How's the stomach handling that?
I'm a freaking beast. I'm a genetic freak. I'm
All
great.
right,
Yeah, I'm great.
all right,
I'm almost
okay.
down to my weight.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like 4 pounds short. So now I will say this: it's
75 $75.
$75. Hey,
So
that
20
Yeah.
bucks a glass,
how many glasses are in a bottle of wine?
four
I
and
mean,
change.
typically, yeah, four-ish.
All right, so if we open that bottle of wine, are you gonna drink the whole bottle?
Ooh,
I mean,
This is hey,
God, dude.
hey, look, I'm trying. Look, we got a new settlement that we got to determine. We got a new settlement here. We got whole new kinds of revenue coming in right here. We have to make a business decision. So the buyout is $75. Okay, the buyout is $75, and so
Oh, God.
what we have to determine is versus our budget. Okay, versus our budget, and are we going to consume? Am I guaranteed that you're going to finish that bottle? Because if I'm not guaranteed you're not going to finish that bottle, then it's not very wise to do this. Does that make sense?
I mean, I totally get it. I'm just explaining to you that I haven't had food since 1:30, and I'm a little hungry, and I've had 8 beers.
Yeah. Mark's asked me on the chat to open the phone lines. I don't have that set up on this computer just yet. I will do it next time. I didn't think about opening the phone lines. I'd have to get a Skype number, all that stuff. We don't have it set up on this computer, but we're not in the studio.
Red said drop the Venmo, it'll get paid for.
Yeah, he said drop the Venmo to get paid for. What's your Venmo, Neal?
At Neal-McCready.
All right, at Neal-McCready. All right.
$200, you drink the entire bottle from PTG
Hey,
Brand.
PTG Brennan said he'll do $200 if you will drink the whole bottle.
Oh my God, you people, this is horrible.
Yes, for the show, for the show, for the show. Let's
Oh
go.
my
what type of wine is this? What is it?
This is the
Is it
greatest
just a
wine
red
ever
blend
made.
It is
or
a
something? What is it?
Thank you very much, PTG Brennan. You're awesome, man. I say Brennan. I got Brennan on the brain. Brennan's Brennan's at the Brennan's at the
case. It's Trump Meritage Estate bottled Monticello red wine. It's a 2019 vintage.
is it the
75%. It's 75% Merlot.
Hey, this is great. You got
15
pre-masked wine, man.
15%.
You got pre-masked.
15%. Well, yeah.
You got
Tyler's
you got
showing that.
pre-masked grapes.
Chase, we're seeing how refined Tyler's drinking tastes are. Tyler, if you go to the liquor store and buy a 2021 bottle of wine, God bless you. I mean,
Hey, you've seen me drink wine, Neal. You see, I've drank The last time
I
I drank
have.
wine was with you. That was the last
Yes.
time
You
in Boise.
you didn't
This
even
is
like eat
70.
some peanuts or something at this game, Neal? No peanuts, no like
I didn't
nothing.
have not a bite. So this would be incredibly risky.
All right,
It's
hey,
kind of
PTG
on you
Brandon
though.
200
Like
nuggets. I'd
you
like the
knew
bottle,
something
please.
was
all
gonna
right,
go here.
hey, Neal, here we go. We just got PTG and Brandon. Brandon is literally funding this trip. He just hit us up with $199.99 super chat. He said he'd
Well,
like the
Google's
ball.
getting half of that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Google just got half of that.
All right, here we go. Hey, he said he'll like the bottle though. Hey,
Yeah, you got to bring the bottle back.
bring the
That's the
bottle
one key
back,
here.
and I will make sure we mail the bottle to you. How about this, Brandon? Email McCready and
Yeah,
email
email
McCready and
one of
Siskey.
us and give us a location and an address. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
email McCready and Siskey at gmail.com, and then
Okay, okay.
I'll mail it to you.
This is a quick aside here because we got business to pertain to with this bottle of 2019 Bordeaux that Neal's about to consume. But before
It's
we do that,
Hey,
it's
Chase.
it's
yeah,
Listen to the makeup of this wine. Okay, hold on. Listen, because you have to understand wine a little bit to understand just how effed up this is. 75% Merlot. Okay, Merlot is like,
that's not a hard
hey, let's
start.
just throw
That's not
some
a good
shit.
start.
Yeah, that's the worst start possible. Tyler, for your terms, that's losing 17 yards on first down.
okay. Damn, not in good
All
shape.
right,
Not in good shape.
15% Cabernet Franc, which is like code for I don't know. 6% Petit Verdot, and then 4% Malbec.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks, Chase. I'm just trying to point out the level of yeah.
Well, what are we waiting on? These are
Oh my
pre-massed
god.
grapes. This is COVID-free grapes you're drinking.
you would have been better off with 100% Malbec. Just do a Malbec and call it a day. Like,
Yes, 1,000,000%. And then I've got this
but hold on a minute. My question
horrible.
my question
Will
is,
you listen to you two
it,
guys? Will you listen to you
hold
guys
on a
just
minute.
one moment? Y'all sound like the most third world problems people, first world problems people. Oh, you should have the Marbec, the Marlot, the Francan. I mean, just pop
No,
up with
hold
a
on a
Miller
minute
Lite
though.
and let's
Hold on a minute.
go.
Hold on a minute.
And by saying enjoy
Because
it,
Siskey pointed this out during one of the podcasts yesterday. Neal was in Alaska and he was doing this podcast and he's eating halibut and French fries and cheeseburgers and all this. He gets back in the continental 48 and just stops eating again. No peanuts, no nothing. Like, it was completely contingent on being in the freaking mountains in Alaska for him to have an appetite.
Hey, hey, if something happens and he starts getting, he starts getting sick because he doesn't eat, well, like, hey, I know how to fix him, Doc. We'll just ship his ass to North Pole. He'll start crushing again. Because he was crushing. I think, did you have any pizza today? Oh, I heard it.
Huh?
Did you just pop it off camera? What are we doing?
Well, I had to stand up to do it. I have this like I know this is the greatest corkscrew ever. Some
I
people
heard it
would
was
say that they don't
superb.
make corkscrews better than that. But I will tell you that I don't.
Brandon
When
said
you
Dallas is
open
better
with one of
punishment.
those, you do have to stand up and have a little leverage.
Brandon came in with a super chat. Hey, here you go, Chase. Brandon came in with another super chat. Thank you, Brandon. This guy is literally funding our whole trip. He says, now we have a real punishment. All right, super chat from Blake. He said mini bar snacks
Room service.
are room service appetizer. Are you
Well,
pouring that into the
it's
greatest wine
probably
glass
something's gonna
ever?
happen. This is the greatest. They don't make wine glasses like these. Everybody says these are the best. So,
Hey, cheers. Go get it, kiddo.
oh, Chase, you should smell this.
It's got to be the greatest smell ever.
It probably smells like NyQuil.
Hey, if you think that smells bad, wait till your ass gets on that Greyhound. You smell like
All right,
asshole
hold on.
Marlboros.
Let's.
Let's go
That is
for
disgusting.
for the show. Here we go. Let's go. Give us a rating. Give us a rating on the Trump wine.
You didn't
I mean,
check the tannins first. You know that, right?
it has no tannin.
What are y'all like?
It,
Listen,
it,
listen. Do y'all hear yourselves? Do you
it's
hear yourselves talk?
it's kind of nondescript, Chase. It like it. Let me try again.
Let me try again.
Ole Miss writers complaining about wine checks a lot of boxes.
Who said that?
Jay Robertson.
Hey, y'all hear? You see the chat right there, Chase?
It sort of starts with no taste and kind of ends with no taste. It
But it's
it
so
has
that makes it the greatest wine ever.
so it said. Let me read to you what it says. Notes of black
Yes.
cherry, currant, cocoa, spice. Enjoy with aged beef, rustic stews, or brie. I would like some brie right now. That would be good. Um, I don't taste any of the notes that they're referencing, but maybe some very mild spice. I don't taste cocoa or currants at all.
Yeah,
Let
it
me
It
said in the
doesn't
stream
have.
you didn't let it breathe though. It didn't sit in the decanter for a little while. Really let it kind of oxygenate. Like it. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Hey,
Thank you, President Trump.
we had the greatest line in the chat. Jay Robertson said, "Ole Miss writers complain about wine checks a lot of a lot of stereotype boxes."
Yeah, it's.
Chase, you didn't like that
But
one,
at
did
this point, if I have to drink the whole bottle, I'm kind of glad that it's not full bodied.
I'm so
I
lost in
mean,
this
sure.
conversation. Like seriously, y'all are. This is like it's probably what my wife feels like when I'm in there talking about zone blitzes and all this shit. I'm just so lost in this conversation. I'm just sitting here going full body Merlot, let it breathe.
Yeah, people asking about what's the best type of wine to buy for a first timer.
Oh, I can tell you, hey, Camus is where it's at. Now that wine was good, Neal. That wine was good.
Camus is good. Camus is good.
Do you like Camus, Chase?
I, sure. Yeah. I mean, I like it.
Chase.
I mean, it's
Well,
fine. Camus is sort
yeah.
of so Camus is sort of like the Blanton's of wine. Like it gets a lot of hype, and at the end of the day, it's fine. Like no one ever drinks Camus and goes, "Oh, that sucks." In the same way, no one ever really drinks Blanton's and goes, "Oh, that's the worst thing ever." But there's a lot of hype that goes into it that if you didn't have the hype surrounding it and you just tasted a glass of Camus, you would go, "Oh, it's fine." You wouldn't go, "Oh, that's fantastic." Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Blanton's is
I
that
thought it
way.
was.
Blanton's is that way.
I thought Camus was the greatest wine I've ever
Like
had in my life.
so sometimes people will go like Blanton's is trash, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's not trash. It's fine, but it's not as good as the hype either.
I got you. All right, so
Someone asked,
You
is
agree with that, Chase?
Neal's
Is that
Venmo
a
blown up
safe
Yeah.
yet?
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah.
Has
description?
Neal's Venmo blown up yet?
yeah, Neal, they wanted to know, do you have any Venmos
Uh,
yet?
I have $40 of Venmos.
As he drink it up.
Let me thank the Venmo people.
Yeah,
Peter Markow, thank you. Tucker Fox, thank you. Nathan Turnage, thank you. Nathan says Pedialyte in the morning.
probably a good
Yes,
idea.
probably smart.
Probably smart. All right, so you're at 109 mask wise. Look at that. Hey, wine must not be too bad. You crushing it over there. All right, so you're at
I'm just trying
109.
to. I'm trying to make it go. I'm trying to make it go away.
Hey, there's ways to do that. All right, you're at 109 mask wise. What do you think tomorrow
Yes.
before you get on the train? What do you think you'll be at? What's a guesstimation?
Um. Well, it depends on whether I get back on the L or not, because the L is where I saw mask. Walking around, I really didn't see many masks. Um.
Did you see any mask in Trump Tower?
No, not one.
Not
Not
surprised.
one. Saw some walking around, and then saw several. Saw a lot on the train.
Chase, what do you if you had to drink one bourbon, what are you drinking? You got one glass of bourbon left the rest of your life. No cost is not a problem. What are you going with?
William LaRue Weller, and it's not even a question. It's that one every single time. I don't
What's
even
that?
care about what year it is.
What's that going to run me a bottle?
More than you would ever be comfortable paying, especially in this market for the current situation. Let's
Give me
see. Let's see if
give
we
me a
can find
guesstimation.
a. I mean, you're going to pay a few $1,000s.
No shit. You've drank a $2,000 bottle of freaking bourbon.
Yeah, we had that bourbon podcast. We lined up all the pappies and did a tasting of all of them at one time. We had the 10, 12, 15, 20, and 23 on the table.
Flipping Red says, show us the
Uh,
menu and let us pick some
see.
orders so we'll then you get to eat it.
No, he ain't gonna do that. Neal's not doing that. Flipping Reb.
What am I not doing?
He says, show us the room service menu
Let us pick
and let us pick and order you some food, and we'll Venmo you the money. I said, no, Neal's not.
A quick
I don't even.
a quick
I don't.
Google
I don't
search
even
is
know where I
going.
would.
Quick Google search
I don't even know
Siskey's
where I
go
would
anywhere from
find it.
$2,000 to $4,000.
Holy shit. That's insane. Mac Attack says 2.2 thousand. Holy smokes, maybe more. Yeah, it better be good.
Yeah, that's the answer for sure.
I love it. So all right, so Neal, what you got on deck tomorrow, man? What we looking at plan wise tomorrow? What we doing?
Well, whatever I had planned has gone up in freaking smoke here. So I don't know. I think the plan will be survival in the morning.
The punishment has started now, Chase. It looks like the punishment has started. Neal being
It
hungover.
just took this. Yes, this is what it took finally to get to this point.
What you do on this show.
At this point,
Yeah. All right. PTG Brandon said he has a life advice question. Hey, this is great. We have a guest with us. You can get 3 opinions. Chase, you're fixing to get a part of life advice. We had some good ones. We had a
all
good
right.
one at lunch. Yeah, shoot it to us, and we'll you can email it, whatever you want to do, at McCready and Siskey at Gmail. I'll pull it up, however you want to do it, and we're gonna read it. And we know it's you, so it doesn't. I don't know if you care about knowing who it is, but yeah, we'll do life advice. Just put it in the chat. You don't need to do a super chat. Just put it in the chat, and we'll read it out. That'll probably be the easiest way.
I can. They do have overnight room service, and that might happen tonight. At this point,
What we got? What's the menu?
So if I order now, they've got filet mignon, hanger steak, organic chicken, beef cheek. No thanks. Ora King salmon, branzino. You ever had branzino?
No, but this should be the punishment. Is you should have to order beef cheek and eat beef cheek on the air. That should be punishment.
No, I'm not doing that. Rigatoni bolognese, that's solid. Shrimp scampi, surf and turf. Surf and turf's just $95. Yeah. Overnight, you can get a Caesar salad, chicken wings, vegetable fried rice, quesadilla, the terrace burger, a variety of pizzas.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one where they're telling you that's what time the chef leaves. So they got whoever comes in there just can cook a quesadilla or a pizza. They can do that. But it's probably the greatest frozen pizza that's ever been made.
They say there's never been better. Everyone says it's the best.
The quality of pepperoni is probably unmatched by any other.
Even they say that even in China.
All right, how far down the bottle of wine are we right now?
I mean, closing in on halfway, and
Oh, wow.
closing in on a lot of regret. Yeah, thank you, Chase.
Yeah, sorry. Real life reaction there on that one.
Yeah,
I forgot we did that.
I'm not mad.
I forgot we did that. I forgot we did that devil's toast sucker that time.
What the hell is that?
Oh yeah,
It was like
Remember
the
that?
hottest
That was
sucker on the planet, and we had to they
Oh,
raised
God.
enough money that Neal and I both had to try it.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
Tyler's playing back
Yeah.
on Tyler. Then
It would burn the inside of your mouth. It was like burning your gums and your lips.
Hey, did any of y'all ever do that hot chip challenge?
One kid died from that.
Carson did it at school and almost got bad sick of doing it.
Yeah, I threw up doing it.
You did it?
I threw
Like
up
they
doing
got scared.
I've done the but. I've
All
done
right,
the.
we got a live demonstrator. You did it.
I've done it. Yeah,
Well, tell the people.
it's hot.
Yeah.
And I've done the Buffalo Wild Wings one. That was
Uh,
worse. The Buffalo Wild Wings one. Oof. Now you feel that one for a while.
Hey, did PTG? He didn't put it in the chat, did he?
Probably email.
Did he email it? Let me check it. Y'all talk for 2 seconds. Let me check this email.
Beef cheek. I've never had beef cheek. I've had a few
What's
cheeks.
what
Are you
is
doing
beef?
the game tomorrow too?
I've thought about it. It's a 120 start. I've got time to do it and then get back and get my stuff and head to the Union Station for the train. So maybe haven't decided.
You've
In all,
go ahead. Yeah.
Ooh, life
a lot of my
advice.
plans right now are being
On top.
reevaluated as we speak.
Firstborn son is due this week. Best early parent stories. Any tips?
All right, we got life advice. Neal, life advice is brought to you by Cole Walters State Farm Insurance, licensed in the entire state of
Life
Georgia.
advice. He does auto, home, life, health, business, and pet insurance for the entire Peach State. Contact Cole at 706-525-7850. You can also find him online at colewaltersinsurance.com.
All right, Tucker Fox coming in with a life advice question before I guess PTG's writing his up, I guess. All right, life advice. Firstborn son is due this week. Best early parent stories. Any tips?
Yeah. There's one basic tip with newborns. When they sleep, you sleep.
Good one.
It's really that simple. When they sleep, you sleep. Period. Also, once you get to a point where both of you are quasi comfortable, like feeding the baby, and look, here's reality. If she's breastfeeding, you can't do it. So let her do it and sleep. If you're doing bottle feed, there's no point in you both being up to feed the baby a bottle. So sleep, because sleep is like the big commodity for the first, I don't know, 3 months. And then after that, you kind of get into a thing, but there's no point in you both being awake. And also, I guess the second thing would be they're not as fragile as you think they are. It's going to be okay. Like
Yeah,
if they were
they
as
don't break.
fragile as you think they are on the first one, if they were as fragile as you think they were, there'd be so many that didn't make it. Right? They're going to be all right.
Yeah,
It's
they don't break.
I'm not saying throw them around or something, but you're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, you're
And when
not
you
the first
and
parent.
also
Siskey. I got it.
Like,
Go ahead.
finish it
Go
out.
ahead, Chase. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Chase.
Oh, no, I was just saying, like, you're not the first parent ever, so like, it's all going to be okay. Yeah, it was, I was playing off what Neal said. Of you're not going to break them in half. They're going to be okay. They're going to keep breathing. Like you end up
That's
psyching
not that
yourself
right.
out most of the
Yes.
time. When hey, it's completely going to be cool. And if you at all can avoid it early on, just get a bunch of onesies, throw them in the washer, the dryer. You don't need every blue, Beaufort
Good.
bonnet
Tell
in
them
the
to send.
beginning
Tell them to
to
send.
get that
Tell them
thing
to
going.
send.
100%. All you need is diapers and onesies and blankets. And then if it's a boy, you be aware of direction because you will get sprayed. And it is what
Yep.
it is. So, I mean, be aware of direction of the hydrant because he's not. And so it's going to go wherever it is. And so if you don't position properly, you're going to get sprayed and it's on you.
Well, Chase, I didn't know if you were aware of this, but I'm a three-time defending world champion. I've had three. I've had three newborns. So with what Neal said, being the getting your sleep, yeah, because you're not going to sleep whenever. I will say this: you'll get sleep again when you're 18 years old. Because even when they get this asshole's age right here, you wait till they get home before you go to sleep, and you don't sleep and you worry all the time. So that's one. So enjoy the last couple of seconds because you're always you're always worrying about their welfare because you're taking care of another human. You will grow up in a hurry,
Thank,
but nothing. It's you're not going to know anything. Don't expect to be perfect. You're not going to know anything. You'll kind of learn on the fly as you go. You're going to make mistakes, but you'll just learn and just it's like you're getting thrown in the fire, man. Just go knock them out. You'll be all right. Um, Real advice, I would say, God, Neal took my other one. They're not going to break. Get sleep. The peeing stuff's funny. But yeah, I would say this. Oh, here's one. If you do bottle feed, and if you are doing that, plan out like who's got it. So, and y'all make sure you rotate and do your part because that was probably my wife did. We did not bottle feed, so I got off the hook a little bit. But if I was guilty of anything, I probably pissed her off not doing my part enough as a young parent. That was probably mistake number one.
Brandon said it, by the way.
What's that?
Brandon sent it.
He sent it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we got one on email here. Let me recheck this bad boy.
There was another one, but they deleted.
real quick, Tyler.
Go
Thanks
ahead.
to James Robertson for the Venmo.
Okay, let's
He
go.
says for Advil, thank you, and thanks to Brian Wright for the Venmo. He says stay in the fight, and that's what it's become. It's becoming a fight. Yeah, thank you, Chase.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is from Brandon. This is his life advice. He said, "So I've been watching these late ass shows, which I have thoroughly enjoyed the last couple of days, and I've slept in the man cave. My wife texts me this morning and says that she thinks I'm seeing someone else because of this. So my advice is, how do I lose a bet so I can have some off time to figure this out? That's great. Thank you. You had to email that one.
That's good. Yeah.
All right. So Neal,
Just show her picture. Show her picture. Hey! Just show her pictures of us and say, "This is who I'm seeing," and everything's gonna be okay.
you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Neal has
Her
Laura
jealousy will go right away.
has Laura how's she holding up on the old trip? She's ready for you to get home, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe bet. I think Laura's beginning to lose patience with the whole thing. I think everywhere she goes, people mention the trip, and given the fact that she's not on the trip, yeah, I don't. I'm not anticipating the warmest of receptions.
That'll be good. That'll be good. What do you got? Do you got anything planned this weekend for the holiday?
No, we're gonna chill.
You don't want to go
We're
anywhere?
gonna chill. No, I do not.
Chase,
Carson's going out of town with his girlfriend's family, and so it's just gonna be me and her, and we're going. Yeah.
Chase, what you got planned this weekend?
He's going.
Man?
Carson's going to the beach.
I mean, that's one of the things, Siskey, with my schedule. And I mean, you can make all the jokes you want to, but I can't ever pre-plan anything Memorial Day weekend because that's selection weekend for baseball typically. I mean, I get the last two
Yep.
seasons, y'all make your and whatnot, but like that's not a week that anything goes
Oh,
on. I mean, like the pool's gonna open
100%.
up this weekend and that kind of thing. But yeah, that's not one I can ever really do anything with. Everything I've got to do has got to be usually like after mid June and back. Just is what it is.
It's
Because
like
I mean, look,
it's like
had this thing going the other way,
yeah.
I could be dealing with coaching search kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kind of time right here where I just can't plan anything.
That's like it's like people talk about the holidays, like Christmas, New Year's. Hey, what are y'all doing? It's like, well, you can't really plan for anything because you don't know what bowl the team that you're covering is or isn't going to be in. Are you going to be covering a coaching search? I'm not complaining, by the way. I mean, we have great jobs, but those are one of the things. Like, you can't really plan some holiday trip because that thing could just get blown to smithereens. So you
How was
can't
your
do some of those things.
how was your Thanksgiving 2 years ago, Neal? Did you have a good time that night around dinner? Nothing going on at all. All good.
Okay, incoming. That was the fucking worst. Like both of my brothers were in town. My mom had everybody over, and it's the night before Thanksgiving. Was it Wednesday night, Chase? Yeah, I
I
guess
don't remember
it
which
was
night.
Wednesday
That
night.
sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was Wednesday night, and we're getting all these texts from our sources about what Kiffin told the team, and it was bad. It was so bad. I mean, it ruined Thanksgiving. I was in the worst mood, and
I'll let you read in a second.
just the whole deal. Just yeah, coaching search season, and we're good at it. I'm good at it. Chase is good at it, but it's the worst. I mean, because you can't plan for it, but you have to sort of prepare for it. Like, can you imagine? Like seriously, the range of emotions of the people we'd be dealing with if Ole Miss, let's say Ole Miss went to the national semifinals and Lane Kiffin left to take another college job. I mean, like, holy shit. We would be we're not, neither one of us are trained psychiatrists. And yet you'd be sort of doing that and covering a coaching search and figuring it's and that Auburn Kiffin thing was complicated. It really was. That was a long ass week. It was as long as it's taken me to drink this bottle of great wine.
The best wine ever.
Someone asked for a bottle check.
All right, got a couple here. Got a super chat. I'll let Brock read it because I can't see. My eyes are gone.
For Chase dealing with you guys, Neal, you need to hit up the Ole Miss bar in Chicago.
So who's it from?
From John.
From John.
From John. Thanks, John. Appreciate you, boss. Look at there, Chase. They're feeling
What
sorry
is
for
the
you.
old
Yeah. What is the Ole Miss bar in Chicago for the Windy
It says
City
Ole
Rebel Club?
Miss
I don't
bar,
even
but
know.
I'm guessing it auto corrected.
I've
So
heard
Let's
of it
see.
before, by the way.
Their Chick-fil-A watch bowl. Their Chick-fil-A watch party was at Theory in Chicago, 9 West
Okay.
Hubbard Street.
Neal, we like
Oh,
Neal for the show. You got to make it there tomorrow and just meet everyone there and say that you cover for Ole Miss sports. That would be the greatest. That'd be the greatest. And it's got to be filmed. That would be
yeah.
great.
Theory, yes.
That'd be awesome.
Theory, we got Theory in the chat. Theory Chicago.
Great cocktails, outdoor
Look at
seating, eclectic menu.
Look at this
look at Chase.
little
Yeah.
internet detective over there. I'm scared at that was quick, dude. How'd you come up with that so fast?
Yeah.
You hit Google?
Let's see. A little bit. So I'm
Ooh.
trying to see what it's close to tell Neal. Let's see. It's like 2 blocks off the Riverwalk.
Oh, okay.
Brandon
I'm
was
one block. I'm one block from the river right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see.
in any moment,
Directions
I'm
to
expecting Neil to show
Theory.
up for a full body massage.
Chase, have you been to Chicago?
Not in years. I mean, it's seriously been like 15 years ago. Yeah.
You ever
I'm
been here,
not
Tom?
familiar with it at all from an adult
Read this
standpoint.
one.
Hey, are you on Wabash
Have you ever
Avenue,
been?
Neal? Is that where you at or the other one?
Yeah, I'm Wabash.
Okay. It's a 4-minute walk from your hotel
Oh, okay.
to that bar.
What were you saying, Neil?
Okay. I'm staying at the Trump International Towers.
Oh, okay, I was just checking.
Hold on.
That
Is
five,
that true?
is
G
that
in the
5
chat. She says it's
still closing out?
also the Iowa bar. It's the Ole Miss bar and the Iowa bar, Neal.
Neil,
Oh,
what
is
are we
that
doing?
right?
Why are you not there right now?
Because I'm talking to you and drinking this bottle of God. Ugh.
The greatest wine ever?
Do not throw that bottle away.
Yes.
You have to bring it
Yeah,
home
do not throw
for
that
the
away. You got to
souvenir.
remember to put that in your stuff.
It's going to
I'm
real
gonna save it.
suspicious through TSA.
I'm gonna save it. And I'm gonna put it in my
He doesn't have
bag.
to go through TSA. He's
Yeah.
just taking a train in a Greyhound. I bet they don't have. I bet they're not doing a heavy security check on the old Greyhound. Hey, don't you know the
Almost
Greyhound?
certainly not.
Hey, don't you know Greyhound has to have a deal with like the local police to like, please don't bring your canines around our buses, please. Please don't bring your canines. Just please. They would shut down the business. All right, Brandon,
You've
another
got
super chat. Thank you,
real
man.
quick. You got about a mile and a half when you get to Memphis to get to the bus station from the Greyhound. I mean, from the Amtrak, Neal. So you're gonna have to You have to hoof it
Someone else
and
send,
walk
send the
about a
picture
mile
of
and
the
a
bottle
half
of
to get
wine to Laura
from
with no
train to bus.
context. Send the picture of the bottle.
What are your plans to
No
replace me,
context.
Chase?
He says.
No, you're right there.
I
It's
mean,
fine. You're right by the arcade restaurant. You just got to walk over to kind of around AutoZone. I'm sure no problems at all.
yeah.
You'll be cool. It's
I
sweet.
mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Hey, super chat from who is it from?
Ole Miss. Oh, just Ole Miss 82.
Ole Miss 82 says what?
How great was Justin's hug?
How great was Justin's hug, Neal?
Justin's hug. Oh, it was not good. It was not good. I'm not a big hugger.
Chase,
It was awkward.
you don't like hugs?
Well, I
Do I
don't
like
like hugging
hugs?
strangers.
You don't like that's a great you don't like
No.
hugging strangers.
All right, I've known Chase for a long time, and so Chase is going to be Team Neal here. Chase is not one to go awkwardly hug people that he's
Uh-uh.
never met before. He's not,
Mm-mm.
and he's going to admit that out
No.
loud right here.
Yeah. No, not at
There
all.
you go.
To the point that I'm
Thank
really
you.
awkward with it because you're
100%.
doing like this side hug. Do I have to? Do I not have to? Can I fist bump you?
Right.
Can I shake your
Right.
hand? Like what are we gonna do here?
Yes. Yes.
It's just a hug.
One. It's not. Yeah, but you don't just hug people.
Why
I
not?
mean,
I did it for 20
because you
years.
just shake their. Yeah, I know, but and look where you
Look
are
where he
today.
got me.
I
Look where
mean,
he got me.
yeah, I mean, look. Cheer.
The
Yeah,
guy in Head of
no.
Logistics just sent
I'm
Neil
too
to
afraid of being
Alaska and
shanked in the room
Chicago. It's
to hug a stranger.
good job. It's excellent. It's amazing.
Neal, when was the last? I mean, Chase, when was the last time you hugged someone that you were not related to?
Oh God. I mean, I'd have to really think about it. I mean, not. I mean,
You don't have like
a
the bro,
while. I mean,
even the
yeah.
bro hug, even the
All right,
bro
all
hug.
right. Hey, wait, all right, here we go. Here we go. Let me do this. Chase and I have known each other incredibly well for 15 years. We've been through good times. We've been through awful times. Been through the loss of his son. I'm guessing in 15 years, I don't know that we've ever had more than like one argument. And in 15
Yeah.
years, I don't know that we've hugged. Maybe once, maybe, and I'd have to really think about it.
Yeah. I mean, there
So
could have been
the answer
something
to your
around a
question,
death or something that I don't remember, but that would be about it.
same, yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
got, we got to
the
hug this thing out, man.
the answer. So no, the answer to your question is he's never hugged anyone that he wasn't. No, and there's nothing wrong with that at all.
I bet I've given him a bro hug before. I bet I have at some point
I
in
mean,
time.
maybe. I bet he recoiled, and
No,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I
There's
remember it vividly. He
you
came
just don't
in.
have to hug.
He snuggled up in there. He got up in the crest. You know,
No,
he was
no, he
all
did not.
he was all in it. He was all for
He
it.
absolutely did not.
Three more bottles of Neal will reach Justin's level of intoxication.
All right, so we got a bottle check from the chat. Bottle check from the chat. Where we at?
Whew, we're not far. We're a third to a quarter, and I'm feeling it.
You're just lucky it was only a standard bottle like a 750 in there and not a Magnum or something where you were really
Man,
going through it.
please shut up. Just stop talking.
Hey, Chase, I'm actually happy right now because I feel like I'm getting a little some back right here. I'm getting I just got my first down of the game. It's the fourth quarter, and I just got my first down of the game. Now I'm still on the -20, but I did get my first down of the game.
So, someone says Neal needs to stand at the door of the train to give everybody a hug before they get aboard.
Yeah, they said you should stand. They said you
No,
should stand at the door of the
you sit
train.
at the front of the train and you get off first, and when they get off, you go, "Welcome to Memphis," and hug them. Every one of them, "Welcome to Memphis. Welcome to Memphis. Welcome to Memphis."
Hey,
No.
like that Saturday Night Live skit when they were like, "Hey, fuck you very much. Thank you for flying. Thank you very much." that's what you need to do. You need to stand just like the pilots do when you get off the plane and say, "Welcome to Memphis." Yes, we got to do it. Do it for the show, Neal.
No.
Do it for the show, Neal.
No.
Do
I
it for
don't
the
love the show
show.
that much. No, the show doesn't mean that much to me anymore. The show means less to me than it did 30 minutes ago. Oh God.
How much is the show gonna mean to you about 8 o'clock in the morning?
A lot less than it does right now. I'm gonna hate this show.
Chase, that's great. That's great. Oh, oh, oh! My back's about to fall off here. Chase, guess what I found out today, man?
What's that?
I'm completely jacked up. My back is done. I got
You got to get.
I got 5 discs and probably gonna have to get a hip replaced.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing. So Chase, he's doing the deal where he's telling the doctor, "I'm not going to do the surgery," and I'm like, "Yeah, good luck with that." I mean,
I didn't tell Brock
you're
yet. Brock,
headed
you just
for
found
surgery.
out. I hadn't told him yet. He just found out.
You're headed for surgery.
I'm gonna fight it as long as I have to.
You're going to get to a point where you just can't walk, and that'll be that.
So
Chase,
day to day, like how big of a deal is it? 1 to 10.
So I've had I had when I fell off the roof. So for 20 years, or more than 20 years now, almost 25. I deal about every 3 to 6 months. I have complete lockdown, can't move back spasms, and it's triggered because it's C4 5 T3 4 are all compressed, and they're herniating like inward on where my nerves come out, and so I can
Mm-hmm.
I think I told you that I can swing a golf club, I can sneeze, I can look at you. Just every 3 to 6 months, they just flare up, and I'm done for about 3 to 5 days. So I've been dealing with that for 25 years. This one probably about Tuesday, or what's today? Today's Wednesday. Sunday night or Monday, I just started getting the worst lower back pain. I've never had lower back pain. And now my whatever the one is at the very bottom, now it's the same thing. And then when I went to got all my x-rays and all that stuff this morning, they showed me my hips and my right ball and socket joints up against the bone. So not doing good for your boy over here. My hips are like
Yep.
this, like the x-ray, my hips are like this right here. So yeah.
Just a little procedure, a little
Yeah,
rehab.
yeah, and I won't do it. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna hit bombs on the golf course. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to feeling better. I gotta hit a couple more bombs. I can't go get surgery until I can't hit bombs anymore. When I stop hitting
Siskey,
bombs, I will get surgery.
Siskey, we need a little less bomb and a little more straight. I played golf with you. We need a
You
little less
played,
bomb
but
and a little more straight.
hold, time out.
Hold
You
up.
played golf with me I was the first time I picked up a club in a year and a half. All right, I will always hit the shit out of it. Now you let me play about 3 times, and I'll start going straight. No, dude, I didn't miss it. I played it down. I played at whatever that course that the chicks played at, in Augusta, and hit like 15 of 18 fairways. Just hey,
Did you?
All right, we
Did
got
you?
another. Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
actually played well. I actually putt well too. Brandon again said, "Welcome to Memphis." Super chat, 1999 super chat. Neal, welcome to Memphis.
No.
What you got to do is figure
No.
out the amount that has to come into the Venmo to do it, and we got to set the amount.
Okay, here we go,
And
Chase.
then
Here we go, Chase. Let's go, Chase.
that's the question.
$25,000.
No.
Oh, good God.
Come on.
No, I'm not. Someone would punch me in the face,
No, they wouldn't.
and then I break a jaw. No,
I won't let him.
no.
I'll show up and will not let them hit you.
You're not stopping.
You will have had 10 hours to butter them up. You just walk up and down the aisles, talk to them, ask about the mama and them, see how things are going.
Yeah. Someone said you be the mask police and ask everybody where their mask is.
Oh, here we got another one. We got another idea from the chat. Said you can be
Brock,
the mask.
Brock,
You can be the mask.
what's
police.
wrong with you, Brock?
It's a good idea.
Brock, what is wrong with you young people these days? I mean,
He said you can be the mask. You can be the mask.
This will be
police.
over. This will be over in literally 45 seconds.
Someone said 1,000 questions.
Yeah, that's how long it takes for my left eye to swell when the guy punches me.
All right. What about somebody said $1,000? What about $1,000, Neal?
No.
Wow.
Really? I'd do that shit for free.
That sounds like the number.
That does. It's a
The
good
thousand-
number.
thousand-
1,000 sounds like the number, Neal.
I'm not doing it.
All right, what
So
about
let me
this
just.
one? What about this
No.
one as an alternate? As an alternate, this was a great idea in the chat too. What if you walk up and down the train since you're going to be on it for 12 hours? What if you walk up and down the train and if they don't, if they and talk to every person, and if they don't have their mask, you just start the conversation with, "Excuse me, sir, where's your mask?"
No.
You carry on a normal
No.
conversation.
No.
That's even worse, actually.
No. That's
Buy Biden Harris
God,
stickers
no.
and hand them out on the bus.
That's actually
Okay.
worse.
All right, what about Biden Harris 2024 stickers and hand them out on the bus?
You're not going to be able to
God.
get those stickers to me in Chicago by tomorrow. So no.
You don't think you can find any in Chicago?
Oh, I bet
probably could, Chase.
I bet it's in the store. I bet it's in the store right next door to Trump International.
No.
No. All right.
No.
What about all right, bottle check. We're riding with you right now. We got 215 people in the chat riding with your ass right now.
Let's see.
We're all anticipating.
I'm going to show you where we are. Oh my God! Look, this is the empty bottle's empty. Look, there's proof.
Let's go. All right. Do
Look,
not throw the bottle
literally
away.
every drop.
Don't throw the bottle away. We got to mail that to Brandon.
All right, here's the bottle. I'm saving the bottle. Put the cork in it. See? Can you see it?
Yeah. Let me see the label. I actually just curious about the label, the Trump label. I hadn't seen it. No, you're off. Come back towards your face. No, bring the ball light right in front of your face. There you go. That won't be a meme.
Hey, our man Chance Ragdale says 1,000 to hand out masks and say welcome to Memphis.
Okay.
No.
No.
No. No.
Board would just hand out
I
masks.
mean, the answer is no.
For 1,000?
For $1,000 to hand out masks.
I tell you what.
1,000.
Hey, that
Brock,
that mask counter would go way out.
$1,000. You know how valuable $1,000 is?
You know, Brock,
You know what you can do with $1,000?
I'm for it. Yeah.
Yeah, people out here, they
part
need
of the facial surgery.
That's good.
It would pay for like part of the facial surgery.
Hey, Chase, are you regretting life right now that you agreed to come on to do this?
I'm
show
good.
tonight?
I'm just. I'm probably out soon, but yeah, I'm good. We're just hanging out. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we're out. We're all out soon. And hey,
You're not alone on the out soon. I'll tell you that.
Hey, we're all out soon. All right, let's go. Got any last questions for the chat? As Neal, because Neal, we're about 2 minutes away from Neal finishing this bottle of wine.
I drank the whole bottle. Oh God!
You struggling?
It's just not good. I mean, it's the best not good bottle of wine in the history of wines. There's never been a not good bottle of wine better than this not good bottle of wine.
How much would you pay for
These
that
are Chinese.
bottle?
These are.
How much would
These
you
are Chinese grapes.
From China?
Did you say
These
it was
grapes are
$70?
right from China.
Is that what it was?
$75.
$75.
Neal, final
The
shot.
Trump company has $2.18 under that bottle of wine. Like,
There's no doubt.
Hey, I heard your keyboard going over there. I was like, what is he looking up? You found out how much they got cost into a bottle of wine?
well, no, but I was Googling around on that bottle of wine for a minute. I was just seeing exactly what I could locate on that bottle while we were.
Hey, I'm curious. I have no idea why I'm curious about this because it's over Tyler's shoulder. What's happened in the SEC tournament today?
We got
LSU won
LSU
11-0.
Kentucky.
I'm sure you're shocked that LSU won another game in the SEC tournament. They beat Kentucky 11-0.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. South Carolina beat Arkansas.
Okay.
6-5. Vanderbilt beat the crap out of Tennessee. And then
so far the teams that had nothing to lose are like, let's get the hell out of here.
Yes, and I know a state score. It was 3-0 Bulldogs on A&M last time I had it up.
Oh wow!
So,
I mean, credit to credit to the teams that have nothing to lose to get the hell out.
I mean, it's pretty majestic. It's like I was talking earlier today. You know, the ACC does that pool play and guarantees multiple games. And, you know, some schools are like, oh, my God, let me just lose once and get out of here. Don't make me go through a
Oh,
pool.
100%. 100%.
Next year, though, it's
Because, you know, everybody
completely
does the
single
thing about
elimination,
don't.
right?
It
Yeah.
is, yes.
And
All
next year
16
it'll
teams,
mean
single elimination.
it'll mean even less.
So you go six round of
3-3
16,
State and
8,
A&M
4,
tied right
2.
now, Paul says.
Yeah, it's 3-3 in the eighth. I had it on. It was they just went.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, got Michael Warren with a super chat. Neal, he said, "Thanks for the entertainment for the last 3 nights. Enjoy the best hangover tomorrow. There can be no better hangover."
This will be the best of the hangovers. Yeah.
Love it. So, Chase, are you locked into the SEC tournament now that you don't have to be locked in?
I'm interested depending on the game. I watched a good bit of Vanderbilt, Tennessee today. I was interested in LSU yesterday, kind of how they would play in round one. But nah, it's game dependent. I mean, I like baseball, so I've got it on and I'll kind of watch it, but I'm not overly invested. My happiness level of not being there last night. That's what I was telling you right before Neal popped in was I made the decision they had to win a few for me to head over because it just didn't matter. The story was going to be Keith and Mike and whatever was coming from that. And as that ball, or as I found out how that thing ended last night, actually from the stream, because I was watching on a TV and I don't have direct TV, so I've got like that 45-second lag. It had not happened yet when I was following you guys. I was in McCready and Siskey after dark, and I saw the chat blow up that there was a walk-off homer. So this chat actually told me that Ole Miss had lost the game about 25 seconds before I saw it for myself.
Yeah, we got a yeah. That was dude. That was a well pitched game. It was just freaking one pitch, man. One pitch,
Mm-hmm.
one
I
pitch.
actually, Tyler, I actually got an email from someone that said they thanked us for the way we just sort of talked about it in real time. Like, well, it was kind of fitting. Like, it sort of made sense that the season ended like that because that's kind of the tale of the season. They were like, "You did that in real time. That was impressive." And I was like, "Yeah, it just kind of was what it was. It wasn't like relishing in it. It was just that's like that was fitting. I mean, you're up 1-0. You're an out away from a win, and then a walk and a home run, and you lose, and just kind of. And there
It is
wasn't
what it
like
is.
there was no like shock. There was no shock in it. It was like, yeah, it's kind of par for the course.
Memphis Rebel. This is right up your alley, especially after a bottle of wine, Neal. Memphis Rebel said super chat. Thank you so much. He says, "Y'all want to talk about the NCAA court ruling?" No.
No,
No.
No.
I
The
mean,
the only
I
thing that's
mean,
happened, I know you're out. The only thing that's happened is the ACC presidents basically voted to accept this settlement. So, but there's so
SEC
it's
is
going.
voting.
Go ahead.
SEC is voting to accept tomorrow.
Yeah. So this is going to be a week
Mm-hmm.
of this, and then I will say this. This is the only thing I'll say about it, and we'll talk about it on y'all show, on our show, probably for the next freaking month until it's time to talk football. Is this settlement, and y'all do a show that affects us too. This settlement is going to slow the roll on getting rid of coaches for a little bit, if they don't have to get rid of them, because having that kind of bill in your budget that you have not planned for and you do not have the money for is going to prevent large buyouts. I will say that large buyouts. You're not the knee jerk firing somebody after a year or two stuff in football. But I would say probably anything around the $10 million mark, you're probably going to have to get them down to a $6 $5 $6 million buyout before they're willing to eat that
Mm-hmm.
cost, because it's real money. And when you're looking at, let's say, somebody like Ole Miss, when you're operating, just north of $100 million budget, we're talking, hey, you got to come up with 30% of your budget that you haven't planned for. Just all of a sudden, that's just a big bill to pay. So I think it will slow the roll on that for a little while until they can readjust. And they'll readjust, they'll find ways and all that stuff. But it's not going to be something that's going to be done overnight. So, when you look at, Neal's favorite team, the Florida Gators, when you look at Billy, you know, Or you really want to pay that buyout and then turn around, like it's he may get another year. There's going to be some things like that normally even last year, or the year before that guys are gone. That's probably what the fans will notice is the biggest outcome of this. I think will be slowing the roll on buyouts and schools getting smart about putting buyout language, into contracts, moving
Right.
forward.
That's the thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that doesn't happen overnight. That's gonna take a whole cycle to get through. Got another super chat from Ole Miss. Is it 82? Ole Miss 82 said Neal has to hold up a sign saying Hugh Freeze for mayor. No,
No,
no. All right. I
no.
didn't think you'd go with that one.
We're down to the end. This is the final.
Let's hey, look, we've been on an hour and 20. This is the longest one we've done. Let's do it. Let's knock this
Oh
thing
my!
out and we'll end her. We still
Did I
got
drink
200.
this bottle that? I
Yeah.
drank the bottle that fast.
You drank the bottle in
Oh
about
God!
You
less than an
drank that
hour.
bottle in about 35 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself right now.
Neal, that is Neal contemplating life right there. Now we got a punishment going
Yeah.
now. Now we got a punishment going. It took Chase to get on here. There we go. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
I did it.
Atta baby. Hey Chase, you like my producing skills? I found the buttons over here.
I'm proud of you, Siskey. Next week you'll be running all this shit. It's
No,
great.
Wait a minute. Be proud of me right now. I just drank a bottle of that.
I did. I gave you a round of applause. Hey, let's see what this is.
No, I want Chase's praise, not yours.
All right, here we go.
75
I think it just numbed your tongue after like 10 minutes.
75% Merlot,
Yeah.
15% Cabernet Franc, 6% Petit Verdot, and 4% Malbec.
See, there's some Bordeaux in it, so it's great. It's awesome. It's a little,
Yeah.
Brandon with a super chat again, Chase. He said this will hurt college athletes also. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They're fixing to get paid. I don't know. We'll
Uh,
see.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
Hey, Neal, you want to propose your revenue share plan after a bottle of wine? You want to go ahead and start that? Would you like to talk
I'll
about Mike
just say be
Bianco or
careful.
revenue sharing? Which one would you like to talk about right now?
Revenue sharing.
Okay.
Just be careful what you wish for. That's where that's my word of wisdom to everyone. Just be careful what you wish for.
There you go.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna wrap this thing up, Neal. I look forward to hearing from you about noon tomorrow.
Yep.
You already hurting?
No, but I can tell it's not gonna be I'm gonna have to order some food and then gotta be careful
Yes.
with the food. Yeah.
Hey, Chase, the punishment. We thank you for coming on, Chase. We got the punishment started.
Yeah. Thanks,
Mm-hmm.
Chase. Great job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, appreciate you, Chase.
You're the best, Chase.
Here for the people. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you were heavily
Way to go,
requested.
Chase.
All right, we'll wrap.
Everybody loves Chase. It's like everybody loves Raymond, where he goes, everybody loves Chase.
Yeah.
Way to go, Chase. Good job.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right, guys. Appreciate everybody joining the chat. Hey, I want to remind everybody, thank you so much to Comer Heating Air, Southern Air Conditioning. If you need, it's that time of the year. We got Memorial Day coming up. Make sure that you call the guys at Comer Southern. They've been awesome. They've taken care of us. Let's take care of them. Anything you need with your air conditioning heating system, obviously it's going to be air conditioning this time of year. Give those guys a call. They'll take care of you anywhere in North Mississippi. And we will get a mask update from Neal whenever he wakes up. The mask number may not move because Neal may be in the bed until the time to leave for the train tomorrow. So that will be his punishment. That he'll be hung. This could be great, Chase. Hung over, having to go to the fucking train and ride it the whole way down.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be great. So we'll figure out what we're gonna do pod wise tomorrow. But Chase, thank you again for joining us. I want to thank the guys at Rain. They're always great with us as well. Bob and those guys. I'm sure Bob's been texting me. He's been loving your trip. He's gonna love this show. So he'll love seeing his man Neal hammered on the air. So until next time, y'all take care.